Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Tina, hello. Irby, hello. Lisa, hello. I pray this message finds you at the precise time you need it. As always, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Isabel, welcome. For everyone else, I always start my live streams with a bit of Reiki and energy activation to get us all energetically on the same page, but also to ground and prepare the message for each and every one of you to receive it. So, let us start with a little bit of sage. I'm going to offer this to my higher self, to my guides, my ancestors of the holy light, to my guardian angels, my spirit team who's here today with me, that was helping me prepare this message for you all. And I offer this also to your soul tribe. Yes, our soul tribe collectively, but your soul tribe on the other side, your spirit team, your ancestors, your angels, your guides on the other side. Oh, it's because you said Soul Tribe. Hello. Nicholas, welcome. Dungeon Crueler, hello. Sean, hello. Cynthia, hello, hello, hello. Lolly, welcome. So, if you are open to receiving this energy activation, we're going to go ahead and tap in with 808. Okay? Elaine, welcome. Lune, hello. Gang is here. We're getting started. If you're open to receiving this energy activation, again, we're tapping in with 808. 808. If you're just tapping in, we're embracing this energy activation with angel number 808. Welcome in. Just kind of peeling through the heaviness that's been surrounding you. Each of you will receive this activation where you most need it. With group Reiki sessions, the intention can be one, but what your body needs to move and process is unique to you. A few more minutes, and then we'll get started with the messages. All right, the Reiki session is complete. Again, I feel like grounding the space once more with some sage, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. If you have tea, go grab that. If you're a coffee drinker, go grab that. If you're just hanging out, that's also fine too. Okay. All right. I actually tried to bring you this message yesterday at the same time. Some of you might have seen the notification, but the energy was so much that I needed to process and digest it a little bit more. And I can tell that this is part of what the experience is collectively. So, delayed start times. And I don't feel like this is a regular procrastination for you. This is actually being unable to do anything because of the heaviness of this energy. So again, being really gentle with yourself. Some of these energy kind of symptoms will not be things that resonate with all of you, but take what resonates if it resonates with you. If it doesn't, that's also fine. There's still something here for you because you're watching the video. So that one thing being kind of like the delayed start. Another thing is losing time. It feels like we lost a day kind of with the start of the Lionsgate portal, but this has been a little bit wonky. So maybe you've been feeling a little bit mixed up about the timing of the week for the last 5 or 6 days. But generally, that started a bit more intensely around July 28th. So that was 2 days ago. So it feels like the way your schedule feels to you is different than the way it normally would. So, yeah, time has been really funky. I'm seeing you resonating with that, yes. So, we had the kind of the delayed starts, the loss of time slash the fluctuation of time. Some of you could also be making really intense quantum leaps right now as a result of this pressure, but that's not for everyone, okay? You'll know if that's for you. Then another symptom of this energy is the really strong shifts almost day to day in your sleep patterns. So maybe one night you're sleeping really well, the next night not well at all, you're waking up multiple times in the night, and the other time it was like you slept longer than normal. Just that kind of shift in your sleep patterns. That's usually an ascension symptom, but I want to be specific that these are not necessarily ascension symptoms when we're tapping into this specific message today. Normally, I'm very clear that these are ascension symptoms. This is the kind of energy that if you're using the friction to ascend, you are ascending, but it's very difficult to navigate that Okay? And so some of you are kind of on the we're really pedal to the metal turning this around. Sleep paralysis, not necessarily. Shoot me an email, okay? Not necessarily. So, general tension within, obviously, we're seeing that in frustration. A lot of you could be picking up on other people's frustration. You could be incredibly frustrated, especially if you're traveling. It's a good time to stay extra attentive on the roads. Um, extra, extra attentive. When the collective energies get heavy, just because sensitive folk aren't really aware so much of the collective energy shifts, it doesn't mean they're not under the influence of them, okay? So be just be cautious, all right? Be very cautious. Pay a lot of attention. So, okay. Sleep paralysis, it could be. It could be. It's not an ascension symptom or a symptom generally that I've ever experienced, so I wouldn't really know how to place that contextually. Spirit saying it could be a manifestation of this energy for you if that's something you have a kind of predisposition towards. Absolutely. So, yeah. There was one more thing, Spirit. What was it? The exhaustion and the dysregulation. So not only with the loss of time, the changes in time, the way your schedule is needing to change significantly, um, yeah, disturbed sleep. So whatever that means to you, again, if the sleep paralysis is your symptom, then you said that for a reason, Lune. Thank you. Yeah, the exhaustion has been really intense. So I see, like, this is one of my least favorite parts of the ascension journey, right? When all of the things that you have mastered come back around as tests and opportunities where you're extra sensitive. Okay. Yeah. Wow. So you might have noticed you need extra alone time, extra grounding time, extra everyone get away from me time. That's totally normal. And this energy, that is totally normal. And I want to talk about why this is mirroring Earth's energy. And then we're going to go deeper with the tarot, okay? So, yeah, just drinking my tea. I'm enjoying my tea tonight. So, I want to talk really quickly. Okay, I'm gonna try channeling with my selenite wand today, okay? Normally, I know I see some of these readers out here, and I tell me what you think. I know, little sidebar here, but we got to keep this energy light because it's really heavy. So, I see some readers, sometimes they'll like talk and they'll have their little crystal wands as they're pointing at the cards to help them use the crystal wand as a conduit. And I really want to try that. So we're going to use my kind of too large selenite wand for this purpose. Um, just because I want to keep the energy flowing because it is so heavy, and I wanted to make sure that I could articulate this as best as I possibly could. So I actually wrote down some messages. I don't usually do that before live streams, but when I know there are things that I could miss, yes, like the fact that I couldn't even, like, Mercury retrograde is not making this easy for anyone, okay? So please, 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 please be patient with yourselves, because this retrograde energy naturally has the kind of like playful trickster of I'm going to disrupt everything just for fun. But with the density and pain that is rampant in Earth's energy right now, this is not this is a staff of selenite, Sean. I love that. with this pain that Gaia is not trying to hold down anymore, it's very much contributing to the way you are experiencing every single dimension of your reality at this time. Okay, so again, Mercury retrograde, throwing in all the wrenches. Spirit literally had me right. It's a field day out here. It's a field day in this energy. So extra self-care, extra patience with yourself, yes, the 5 retrogrades are not necessarily making Earth go through this, but it's trying to catalyze the change in humanity. So Dolores Cannon was telling me that Earth right now is on her ascension journey. She's trying to she's like a boiling pot of water, trying to bring all of the impurities up to the surface so people can make new choices. So I want to talk specifically about the earthquakes. The earthquakes, Spirit was telling me, are just the beginning, okay? I say that because that's directly what I was told, not because I want you to be afraid for what could happen. Again, it's very important that at this time you're doing everything that you need to ground, to situate yourself in a stable, secure, most importantly, supported energy. Whatever extra things, whatever extra additions to your routine, to your diet, modifications to your diet, modifications to your discipline and habits that you know you need to release or that you need to incorporate more of. All of these quote unquote minor shifts are going to be exactly what you need to help you stabilize and find support in this energy, okay? And that in and of itself is going to have a very supportive, gentle, nurturing energy for the earth. A lot of you could be called to spend time outside. Please make those moments meditations of connection, meditations of upliftment as you are embracing the support and the love of Earth. And you can feel that. You can feel how upset she is and how much she's crying for our love. So, as you're starting to see specifically this earthquake on the what was it, the eastmost part of Russia yesterday. It was an 8.8 magnitude earthquake, not seen in that area at that magnitude for 100 years. This was the energy that catalyzed all of the tsunamis across the entire western coast from the topmost parts of North America through Central America and down to the edge of South America. Okay? This is all taking place on what's known as the Ring of Fire. It is the line across that same space or the western part of the western continents and the eastern part of the eastern continents. That's the highest concentration in the world of volcanoes, and they also sit right on the edge of a tectonic plate, in a couple places more than one. So for Gaia to be crying and releasing energy through these points is concerning. It's concerning, and that's why, at an energetic level, your soul has been rocked to its core, kind of frozen in time. Some of you might be feeling extra dissociated or having some out-of-body experiences. Maybe, on the other hand, you've been called to meditate, you've been called to journal, you've been called to your prayer practices, to do whatever you can to be alchemizing energy through you, to remain positive, to remain steady and uplifted. Your higher self and your spirit guides are helping you to balance how you can, however you can. And that's not going to be the same day to day, okay? So it's really, really, really important that you are taking as much rest and care as you need to maintain compassion and an open heart space. Okay? This is heavy energy. This is. These are times where the earth is calling out for your help. You're like, me, what can I do? Everything I just said. Do what you can to stay grounded. Send your love to others, your positive prayers to others who you know are struggling. If you are in a grid work practice and you're feeling called to travel a bit more to do grid work, then do that. Your guides are always putting you where you're needed, okay? They're always putting you where you're needed. The star beings want to help you as well. And if you're open to collaborating with them in grid work, in stabilizing Gaia's ley lines, healing the earth, then just tell them. Tell your spirit team. And tell them to let you know when you're needed. Because again, your positive intentions do more than you might realize. Okay, so they're wanting me to get into now the reading. I didn't get any messages for that. That was just what Spirit wanted me to give you regarding the energy of Earth right now. Okay? It's a possible tipping point, okay? There are many possible timelines that could take place. Keeping your positive intentions grounded in every fiber of your being by finding joy, by creating fun and lightheartedness, this is going to help Gaia stay on one of her higher timelines. Okay? Oh, I love that, Robert. Smile. Start my internal love engine. That's fantastic. Okay. I'm going to start to pull some cards after I take some tea. I think it goes without saying that you understand why Gaia is so upset. So, okay. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Well, when? Okay. So, another really key theme here is healing family relationships. Healing family. I can't even say it. Healing family relationships. Whether this is through the meditations and the shadow work that you've been doing, whether this is genuinely connecting with family members in ways that you haven't before. I'm hearing like leveling with them, opening up, vulnerability, family. But I'm loving that this is actually a mirroring energy. Oh, that's weird. You can see my reflection in the card. Hey, double high. So this is a mirroring energy because this is, Spirit, I love this message. Okay. So Spirit's showing me that this is actually a combination of your combined oneness with your family members, with your blood relatives, but also your combined sameness with all humanity, with all living beings on earth. This is literally healing your relationship to being part of a unit, to be to being part of a collective consciousness, to be part of a group consciousness. I know a lot of you in my collective here have been um, deeply wounded, not just by your family units, but and maybe behaved in ways that you wish you wouldn't have. But this is also community healing. So if some of you played sports or danced or were in any sort of performance art or any kind of group with a common interest, whether that was religious, whether that was a hobby, whether it was work, whatever it was, the imbalances that your soul came to witness and learn through are being healed right now. So depending on where you are in your journey, that's as close and specific as your family unit, like brothers, sisters, this kind of thing. And if that's something you've already been navigating, then it's the way that your family unit affects the way that you relate to other people, whether they have common interests, different interests. It's your healing of unity consciousness, which at the core of all of these retrogrades, all of this tension and atrocity on the planet right now, this is what Gaia is asking us to look at. The truth of unity, the truth of oneness. And this is a cyclical theme on the spiritual awakening journey, on the path. I'm hearing some of you call it the path. This is healing lifetimes. You're healing lifetimes right now. Your past lifetimes, ancestral lifetimes. And in your healing now, you're setting the stage for new realities to come, to anchor into the vibrations that you set. That's really beautiful. I feel okay. So where you're healing these how what even is the word for that, spirit? It's not just your dynamics. There's a specific word I'm looking for. Contrast. Okay, as you're healing contrast as opposed to like where yeah, kind of like the duality of where you have overlapping similarities and where you have very stark differences between your family members and yourself. It feels like as you're healing your relationship to differences, this is actually allowing you to and your family members to open up to you about what inspires. Okay, so they're like, hold your selenite. Put down the selenite, pull the cards. There was so much lost in perceived difference, so much connection and inspiration that you've been looking for that was lost in perceived difference, whether that was you being perceived inaccurately or you having inaccurate perceptions of others. Because you have come to a place within yourself that you opened up the door for this conversation and you allowed this communication to take place, or either whether you initiated that or it was whoever you've been connecting with. This is actually showing you that even in your perceived differences, there are so many similarities that you have. And I feel that this isn't a conversation. I want to be very clear. This isn't a discussion around who's higher or lower vibration. It's not a conversation about, well, who's higher or lower consciousness. That's really not what spirit's getting at. This is a matter of openness and a willingness to connect, a willingness to see what you cannot see, to experience what you cannot experience, and to learn what you cannot remember. Mystery. Okay, wait, there we go. And again, this mirroring energy. The opposite of love is not nothing. The opposite of love is the perception of no love, which isn't real. It's only as real as you're willing to believe. And so this mystery that comes into play is is very optimistic. I feel like because you're healing your relationships to your family unit and your identity in your family unit, whether that's your current household now or childhood, maybe for some of you it's both. I want to say yes, this also includes chosen family. Spirit, where were you going with that? This is just a really deep spiritual awakening that you're going through. A really, really deep spiritual awakening. Because it's like your values are changing to show you that sorry, this is just mind-blowing. It's like you're healing your core wounds, and as you're healing your core wounds, you're realizing that the truth of who you are was never injured. The Wild Mystic Oracle deck. Because you are so grounded in factual, spiritual experience. I want to go beyond truth to say your lived experience. When you go through the healing of all of these wounds, and now you're stepping out of this paradigm where you were defined by your history of perceived negative impact. Now, it's opening you up to an entirely new self-perception that literally cannot be wounded, was never wounded, and always existed. This is the alignment of your human self-concept, you might call it ego, with your spiritual identity. False ego, true ego. the factual reality of your limitlessness. You, in and of yourself, spiritually, are unlimited. Mystery, in and of itself, is unlimited. Inspiration is unlimited. Joy is unlimited. Where you're seeing these experiences now, it's like every little breadcrumb that Spirit placed along your path that was meant to fructify and realize itself at some point in your journey is now becoming, oh, well, maybe I didn't like everything that happened in that connection or in that place, but holy mackerel, I learned what I needed to know. And now the things that I learned there are opening me up to a whole new world, a whole new life. You are really starting to understand the absolute depth, the unshaking truth of how what you believe defines your entire reality without exception. What you think is created. What you think enough and believe enough is your experience. And you don't think that you could sit here and meditate on a happy earth enough that it would affect Earth and make her happier? Because the vibration of this, it's, oh my God, it's like you carved your way. That's what the light language was. It was like carving your way through the armor of illusion to reconnect you with the wellspring of truth, the wellspring of inspiration that exists eternally in you. This is coming forward to create a whole new reality because it's like you've had a taste of it now. You've had a taste of it and you're like, whoa, I need that forever. You're not going anywhere. I'm not sacrificing that for anything. And I want to say too, if you're listening to this and you're like, well, that's not really my experience, but you've been around people that exist like this and you've crossed their path for a reason. Because you were asking for inspiration. You were asking Spirit, your guides, saying, show me that there can be more than this. There must be more than this. Asking you shall receive. But once you get that validation, don't sit there and go, oh no, Spirit, that's not it. That is the only difference of this high and low vibration, is the degree of openness you maintain consistently. And in that sense, it's not really high or low. It's just, where are you at? So, so I'm seeing this circle here. That's not funny, Dolores. She was so funny. Emma, welcome. So I was noticing this circle here around this, I want to call it a sparrow, but if anyone knows what kind of bird this is, please let me know. I don't know bird species. The circle here is reminding me that things are like, if you're feeling like something's coming back around, is something you've already been through. It's because it's here for completion. Okay, I'm also hearing what goes around comes around. So that's really interesting, Spirit. Say that again. No, they're like, we're moving on. Okay. What else do you need to know, collective? What else do you need to know? Ah, yes, okay. Nope. I know. I feel it. Sending that over to you. There we go. Ooh. Ah, you're not kidding. Okay, can I have one more? Ooh, make it good. I can feel it's gonna be good. Make it good. Make it good, make it good, make it good. Oh, see, but that's exactly the point, isn't it? Spirit, I can't with you sometimes. Yes, I'm telling you, this is literally it. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. Oh, oh my god, I gotta like fan myself off here. Whoo. Welcome in. Okay. Okay, you gotta be ready to receive this one, okay? You gotta be open for this one. You gotta be open for this one, okay? Okay, I don't like that side. No, you see, it has to get like this was only the first card, right? I okay, I'm gonna show you the next two cards with this one, okay? And then I'm gonna tell you why I'm losing it. Do you believe me now? Intention, transform, victory. I said, Spirit, make it good, 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 make it good. My expectation and unwavering belief, my intention changed the situation to be victorious. Make it good. No, you can't make this up. You should be activated as F right now. You absolutely should be. Like, I don't just come out here to say what I say and give you these downloads for nothing. Okay? Your belief, even if what was the biblical analogy I'm seeing? Is it like an intention, the grain of like this much hope is enough to move a mountain? Is that what it is? Mhm. If you just mustard seed, thank you, Lolly. If you have just a sliver, a shred, one last shred of faith, you hang on to that shred of faith for dear freaking life and watch your whole life change. Okay? It doesn't have to get to the extreme for you to move your intention so completely that victory is the only option. It doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be like that. Okay? It is easier to go from meh to fantastic than it is to go from absolutely terrible, horrible to fantastic. So sometimes the power of your thoughts can move things in a direction that you really don't want to go. But you have to understand that your thoughts brought you to certain experiences. Whether these were thoughts that you had consciously in a body now, or they were lessons that you decided that you were going to learn by going through certain sets of circumstances before you got here because of what you were contracted here to do, what you volunteered to do as a soul on earth during this profound time of awakening. The question ultimately becomes not how much do you believe in source. It's not about how much you believe in your spirit team, in angels. How much do you believe in yourself? The law of free will cannot be violated. That means that even source cannot override your free will. That is law. What you believe, you see. And what you believe, you feel, which is why you see it. Your emotions are meant to guide you as a sort of navigation system as to how you are thinking. They are a direct reflection of how you are thinking. You already know that thoughts become things. That if you see it, you can experience it. So the point is coming now where you're healing these core wounds, like I said before, where you are in a place that you were getting to the root of all these triggers to see, oh, you finally got through to a layer. Because I'm going to say some people come in with we all come in with different karma. We all come in with different karma. Okay? Sometimes this journey is easier for other people than it is for us. Sometimes we have it easier than other people. It's according to karma. For those of you that are resonating with this message, that you want this message to resonate with you, if it doesn't feel like it's hitting the nail on the head, the work you're doing right now, or that you've been doing up to this point, has been to kind of break through the seal of limitation that has been placed around you by how your past has defined you presently. And because you're healing all of those family wounds, childhood wounds, past life wounds manifest in this life, so you don't always need to worry about going into the ancient past. Doesn't always matter. That's why we're gifted with forgetfulness, because otherwise, if we knew everything, if we remembered everything, we'd accomplish nothing. It's like some of you, you've cracked the code. Some of you have been working on your formulas for doing things. You've cracked the code. That's a message for some of you here. And for a lot of you, that's not the first time you've heard that, if that resonates with you. This has split open the portal for your highest self to always come forward and be who you experience now, because your intentions have shifted so much in this healing and releasing, this processing and integrating higher wisdom by practicing the things that you are being taught. It's giving you more, because these things are being successful. It's giving you more validation that you can have stronger belief in these intentions that are positive. And then that's going to help you change even more, change more things in your life, change more things about your future, about your past, which will inevitably be victorious. Success is inevitable when that is your unwavering belief. Your healing, your wholeness, your abundance, your partner of your dreams. All of these things are expected. When you have that unwavering belief that you deserve it, that you right now, not 10 years ago, not 10 years in the future, you right now, believe that you are enough. You deserve to make these things happen. You are enough, and you are enough now to deserve that you believe in your happy endings. Assumption of success with the aligned feeling of positivity and optimism, of good, with those thoughts, with those expectations of success, make them inevitable. That's the message. That's the message. Does anyone have any questions about anything that I talked about today? And I would like it if you could keep it relevant to today's messages, because I feel like there's at least 1, 2, or 3 questions here. I'll stay on for a few more minutes. You're welcome. Emma, you always come through with the questions. That's perfect. Okay. So that's an excellent question. Because the chats don't upload, I'm going to read that out loud. Emma's question: in those moments where expectations waver, how do we stay to our truth? Because that's correct. When you're starting to get into alignment and really starting to believe that, whoa, okay, maybe this is really working. Wait, this is really happening. It's going to take some training. The key is to remind yourself in those moments that you already know the truth now. You already believe in your deservingness, in your worth, that you are enough and that you deserve this abundance. You already know that. So you can even say out loud to yourself when those times get tough, like this energy right now, you know what? Just because I'm feeling like this right now, this has no bearing on all the good that I'm creating. Even now, even like this, even in this moment, I'm still choosing to believe that good things are coming and that I deserve those good things. And as you continuously pivot and immerse yourself in this, Spirit's like it's diaper training. Can you not? It's like diaper training. Eventually you get the hang of it. Eventually you get the hang of it. It's going to take some training at first. It's like when you first start a new sport, or you first start like learning an instrument, or you're learning a new language. Like there's an adjustment, there's a learning curve, but your persistence, your intention to see it the freak through guarantees. Exactly, Lude. Exactly. Eventually, it's just easier to brush off the nonsense. It's easier to just be like, well, I'm in my vibe here. I'm not dealing with that. Bye. Even if that's coming from within you, you got to shut that down so quick. Be like, who let you out of the cage? I'm in charge. Okay? The proof is in the pudding. The belief comes first. The unwavering belief. If you can't go from 0 to 100, start with 0 to 10, 0 to 20. Your intention, your belief in your success guarantees that at some point, you don't have to know the how. You don't have to know how you'll get there. Amen to that, Lune. Show up and show out. When you show up in the energy that you want to experience, that's what you will see around you. Number 40. Give more to receive more. Give more positive intentions. Align your body's emotions with your positive intentions and act. Prioritize acting from that positive alignment. That'll collapse time. It cannot be about when and how. It cannot be about when and how. I literally said the circle. I said the circle before. Completion. Number 47. You are ready to end the cycle and pattern. This is my Messages from Your Future Self deck. I only have one more, and I'm probably not ever going to print them again. So if you want to grab that, the last one is available to whoever wants it. Yep. Amen, Laura. Be done. Be so fed up that you're never going back. Be so fed up that you're never going to do that again. Be so fed up that discipline is the only option. Because you want what you want and nothing is going to stop you. Which means that it's going to happen in the best alignment and time for you. Okay? These cards always hit. They always just go, that's it. Okay? We have number 51. Something beautiful will come from this. When that's your intention, Spirit's trying to remind you, okay? When you're starting to see these synchronicities of like super duper positive things and you're just not feeling it, that's Spirit being like, hey, check in with your body. What are you creating right now? Number 54. All right. There's more to learn from the situation, which is why sometimes closure happens in phases. All right. One last card. Nope, we're not taking another 5. I said 1, please. Luna, good that I'm doing my job. Okay, and here we come back to Emma's question. Number 9, new skills are required. For some of you, that means thinking differently, being disciplined about the way that you think and the thoughts that you tolerate from yourself. For some of you, it means adopting a shadow work practice. Sign up for my shadow work bootcamp. Links in the description box below. 6 weeks of guided meditations to literally help you think about things differently. Okay? For some of you, this is about new jobs. This is about the way you treat yourself so your connections can mirror that. This could even be discipline. It's the expectation and your intention of all freaking things good. Okay? That's it. My dog's calling me. I gotta go. I love you all so much. I love that, Laura. God's alignment is the only assignment. You know, people ask me, Julia, how'd you get psychic? How'd you even do this? How do you even get... God didn't let me do anything close to this until I got my relationship with God right. A natural channel, Laura. I love your energy too. Welcome to our soul tribe. Welcome to the collective. Subscribe. Stick around. All right. Yeah, my dog's been barking this whole time because she's like, what are you doing in there with the door shut? Why are you not paying attention to me? I know. I'm going to go give her some love. Last reminder for you. You are safe here. Number 20. You are safe here. You are safe here. You are safe here. Some of you are like, no, but I'm experiencing all this stuff. And I'm just, no. What are we just talking about? With your intentions, with your beliefs. When Spirit's sending you 4 to the freaking 4 all the time, you're like, you're just forgetting that we're here. Hello. Ask us for help. Hello. Let us help you get grounded. Hello. No more excuses. None. All right. It can absolutely be done longer than 6 weeks, Violet. I offer the 6 weeks as a means for you to develop the habit and remain consistent so that you can see a lot of progress. But of course, whatever you're working through is unique to you. So sometimes you need more time to integrate and process. So follow your gut. Okay, I'm done yelling. I'm done yelling for tonight. Okay. I know, I'm coming, Lola. Lola says hi, everyone. Just remember, how you talk to yourself when you fall off is just as important, if not more important, than how quickly you get back on track, okay? Because if you're bullying yourself, you didn't understand the assignment. Okay? Again, if this resonated with you and you're like, Julia, but where the heck do I even start? You need to book a reading with me, okay? And I always say it because I know half of you are out there on the fence, like, but should I? But yes, yes, yes. Your intuition is your permission. Okay? Your intuition is your permission. Book with me. Links in the description box below. All right? Thank you, Lisa, for dropping it here. That's my website. I love you so freaking much. Okay? I'm rooting for you. Help me help you. Okay? I will see you in the next one. I know. She's like, I know, Lola. Everyone says hi, Lola. You're amazing. I don't know if I'm going to be live again before Saturday, but if I don't see you before Saturday, I will see you on Saturday. All right? I love you so much. Take care, fam. All the best.